Alrighty, folks, we are here. We finally got word of version 0.19 update coming. It's slated for July the 2nd here, so that is Tuesday. And wanted to get a video out here because we've got two ranked games on the version 0.18.3 that are slated to come out before we're going to be able to get a video out and testing out this new patch. So I wanted to go ahead and do a patch walkthrough, give you our first impressions, and keep you updated on what's going on here. With this new hero coming out, it looks pretty cool. A couple other changes, a lot of hero and item nerfs mostly, a couple buffs, but mostly nerfs. So we will look through this and keep you updated before this week 4 ranked window, which is coming up. One thing to note here is no new major features in this update, but ranked mode is expanding again, so we're going to have ranked Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday window. So that's a great step up from just having it on Saturday. We did have a Sunday window for week 3, which is this last week. So the last week that we're on this version 0.18.3, we got a Sunday window, but now we're going to have a Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday window, which is cool. So yeah, again, look for this patch on the 2nd in the morning. That should be, pretty shortly after this video goes up on Monday. So looking through it, we've got a new hero, Terra. Much appreciated to get another tank hero in the game. Definitely needed somebody else that can soak damage, because right now we've got like Greystone as one of the big stand-up damage absorbers up there with steel and everything. So needed somebody else to come in here in this meta where tanks are just very not good. So we'll go through her abilities real quick. The passive Heresy, you see she stacks it up. Terra gains stacks of Heresy while damaging enemies with her basic attacks and abilities up to 5, and then she's got that glow that happens, and that glow indicates that you're at the 5 stacks maximum. And her next ability will be Empowered, so we'll look at what those empowered bonuses get here in the next ones. Basic attack we just saw, it's pretty straightforward. I do like the animations on this character. This big shield and this big axe look really nice. And pretty standard 80% power scaling, so not like a carry or anything. Pretty standard for a physical. Here's the first ability that we're looking at, Ruthless Assault. It's a nice little axe spin. I like that animation though, it looks really clean for how fast she spins. And you see there's a third swing there when she's got the Heresy passive going. So cooldowns and cost here, pretty cheap. Pretty short cooldowns too, 8 seconds by the end of the game, 11 at the beginning is not bad. Terra swings her axe, striking all enemies around her before slashing forward a second time. Each strike does a set amount of damage plus physical power bonus, and that's 80%, so that's similar to a basic. So it's just kind of slightly stronger than a basic. And hitting an enemy results in 10% cooldown per strike. So if you land in the first spin, hits all around her. So 10% cooldown per strike, and it's already not a very long cooldown. So if you catch a couple people in it, or catch one person in all 3 strikes, you get a 30% cooldown just from that. You're looking at a pretty short cooldown. And then the empowered, like I said, is you get a third strike around, which does significantly more damage, 50 more at max level, plus 20 or plus 40% more scaling as true damage. So that's interesting. That's a good wave clear and dueling poke ability. Clears the area around, hits the area around you too, so you can use it in team fights and whatnot. Try to get that cooldown refund. The second one, here we go, Highland Hurl. Okay, little axe throw channel, and it glows, and you get a root That's unempowered, and then when she's empowered, it gets a little root attached to it. So again, not a very long cooldown, 11 seconds. At level 1, it's pretty reasonable. A little bit more mana cost, probably a balanced amount to be fair. Throws a Spectral Axe, dealing damage that increases, plus 90% bonus physical. That's a pretty significant amount of damage there at max level. And it is magical damage. And slows targets hit. Whoa! A 52% slow for 1.25 seconds. Wow, even at level 1, a 20% slow for 1.25 seconds. That is quite good. Pierces minions and monsters, so it goes until it hits the first person. And then empowered, it, rather than gets a slow for a 1.25 seconds, gets a root. A full 1.25 seconds root is pretty strong. That's great for closing the gap with a pretty big damage number that's coming out with it. So I like that. We'll see how that ends up feeling. I would imagine that's going to be quite good, even if you're not empowered. Getting a 52% slow is insane. And then we've got Wild Rush, alternate ability. We'll take a look at it here. Okay, holds the shield up to channel and then rushes forward. And then when it's empowered, same thing, and you get a shield pop up at the end there. So flat 70 mana, a little bit longer cooldown than the others. Probably do it. Terra raises her shield, channeling for up to 4 seconds before dashing forward and dealing 40 to 120 damage, plus 70%. So not as much damage as her other ones, but 70%, so still good scaling. Knocking back and stunning them for a 1/4 second, so that's good. You can interrupt some stuff with it. 1/4 second isn't very long, but the knockback is great. While channeling, for the first 1.25 seconds, her dash range and damage increases, so you gotta scale up to get that full damage. Dealing up to 120 to 360, plus 210%. Okay, so hold on. So that's kind of interesting how they've written this here, because I guess this is the damage it deals if you don't charge it at all. If you just click it and immediately let it go, and then if you channel it for at least 1.25 seconds, it goes up to this, which this is a big difference. Look at this, 360 plus 210 bonus scaling on it. That's gonna hit like ridiculously hard, and it's only 1.25 seconds to get that full channel. If the channel times out or is interrupted, the ability cooldown is refunded by 50%. So that's good. If you can't get it off, you get the cooldown back. It is a 10-second cooldown at max level and 14 to begin with. So that looks really good. And then the empowered, on hit, you gain a 20 to 340 plus 15% maximum health shield. Okay, that is way strong. That is way strong. 20 is terrible. Jumping straight to 100 at level 2 means you want to level this thing. Yeah, 80 jump each time here you level it. You want to level this one probably first, because I'm not seeing that big of a jump on any of the other ones. So, wow. That's crazy. 15% maximum health scaling too is crazy. Okay, wow, that shield ability looks really strong. They're probably going to tone that down, because this is, I don't have the numbers pulled up for Fang Mao, but this is way stronger than like a Fang Mao shield. And then Unstoppable Force Ultimate. So that's CC immunity. And it granted the Heresy. It wasn't in Heresy, then hits it, gets the Heresy stacks, and CC immunity. I like the little UI for the timer countdown, I like that. And I like that aura, that glowing aura, so everybody should be able to see that she's in her ult. So cooldown 130 seconds down to 70, 100 mana, so pretty cheap. Terra's helmet slams down, cleansing all debuffs affecting her and granting her maximum Heresy for the next 6 to 8 seconds at max level. Okay, pretty strong. Terra becomes unstoppable, immune to crowd control, and doubles the passive bonus armors gained from this ability, see below. So that's crazy. So it comes with 8 seconds of CC immunity at the end. And then the ultimate itself also has this passive for gaining 10 to 26 physical and magical armor. Okay, 26 isn't like an excessive amount, but when you factor in that it's going to be doubled when she hits their ult for 8 seconds, I mean, you're getting 52 free armors of both under ult. So that's quite strong. That is quite strong. Let's take one more look at that. Wow. Yeah, 8 seconds is a long time too during a team fight, so we'll see how good that is. Okay, so that's going to do it for our look at the new hero Terra. I'll link this patch notes down below. You can come look at the full ordeal with Terra and see all of this. Watch all these videos again if you're interested in them, and read through these abilities. But just to recap, she looks quite good. I think some of the strongest parts of the kit are, I mean, the passive is pretty straightforward. It stacks up and then you get bonuses. I think the highlights of the kit are definitely the root. The stuff you're going to have to know when you're playing against her and playing her is the throwable axe with the slow and the root is a big threat. This is a lot of damage for a ranged ability like this on a melee hero, and it doesn't displace her, so she doesn't have to put herself at risk. 9-second cooldown late in the game for a 1.25 seconds root or slow, depending on if she's empowered or not. That's a big threat. You need to know that if you see her glowing and she's got this up, getting rooted for a 1.25 seconds is going to shut you down. And then the same thing with the shield. 10-second cooldown by the end of the game for quite a big shield. If she channels it, see here, while channeling, dash range and damage increases. So that's a huge amount of damage. If she hits you with this, 360 plus 210 physical power if it's channeled, that's a massive amount of damage. So be on the lookout for that. There's the channeling, and then you get a sound effect cue there when it's fully channeled. Does come back with a knockback and stun for a 1/4 second, so able to interrupt. Definitely keep an eye out. And then if she does get canceled out of it, the cooldown is refunded. So if she gets canceled out of it, it's only 5 seconds to get the next one up. So keep an eye out for that. The shield is huge. I mean, 340 plus 15% maximum health shield for 4 seconds. That's going to get nerfed. Go ahead and give you a heads up. That's going to get nerfed. That's ridiculously strong. And then keep an eye out for her ult, where she's CC immune. So don't dump all your CC abilities on her when the ult goes off. You can know that when the ult hits, you've got between 6 and 8 seconds before it comes down. And also a massive amount of armor gains from the passive when these get doubled. You're looking at over 50 of both armors getting added to her. So that's a look at the new Terra hero coming out. We'll see her Tuesday, and we'll see how big of a difference that makes. Once again, that is slated for July 2nd in the morning. So be on the lookout for that. We should know by this weekend if she is so strong she's going to be getting banned in all the ranked games or not. So we will find out here shortly on that one. Thanks for watching, guys. We're going to put out a second video looking at the all the hero balances and whatnot, because there are quite a many of them here, and that video is already going to be extremely long. So wanted to get one out just to look at this new hero, give you an update on what you got to look for, and like I said, I'll link this page below so that you can check it out for yourself. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see y'all in the 2 more slated ranked games that we've got coming out before we have a video playing on this 0.19 patch. We've got 2 more videos coming for the 0.18.3 patch in ranked. So, thank y'all. We'll see you in the next one.